the whole community, including myself, we're starting to dream about the halving event. That's why there are sites like this that gives you a clock and tells you exactly when it's going to come. The halving clock, 149 days, 20 hours, 48 minutes, 43 seconds. So approximately April 18th, 2024. What does that mean? Less than 5 months away. That's really quick. And we're less than 2 months away from a spot Bitcoin ETF approval, because most likely it will be approved in January. So we got so many good things coming. The halving event, even despite everything else, like let's say we discount everything else. We don't have spot Bitcoin ETFs approvals. We don't have Ethereum spot ETF approvals. We don't have anything else. You remove all the macro stuff. If nothing else, this is still here. This is the most bullish thing for Bitcoin because the inflation rate gets cut in half. And there's no other asset that does this. Not only do we have a set supply, but the inflation rate gets cut in half. Set in stone by code every 4 years. There's nothing out there that has this. So this is the most bullish thing there is for Bitcoin. What has never happened before with Bitcoin and Ethereum? For example, we have made a new record. Active supply, okay, of Bitcoin and Ethereum at record lows. Record lows. What does that mean? Okay, over the last year, people that are trading Bitcoin has gotten to a point where we have never seen before. Okay, only 30% of Bitcoin and 39% have moved in the past year. Lowest values on record since data collection began in 2017. So what does that mean? Long-term holders, the hodlers out there, they continue to stack, and they're not worried about trading. They're not worried about Bitcoin's fluctuations, especially ahead of the halving event. It'd be really silly to be selling right now. I mean, yeah, some of you guys may be selling because you want to pick up some alts. That's fair. But as for like panic selling, people that are looking to take a profit and exit out of the market, literally like no one. Everyone is jumping in. The FOMO is here. So it makes a whole lot of sense. And this will continue to go down further and further and further and further. And here's the opposite view. Percentage Bitcoin supply that hasn't moved in a year is at 70 plus. First time in history, going all the way back to the very beginning. 70% has not moved in 1 year. And you could see that just ticking upwards now. And it's about to make a new run. This is part of fundamentals. I show you guys all the time. I'm always talking about fundamentals of Bitcoin improving and strong as ever, and arguably never been as strong as now. And people don't get that. No one really gets it. Everyone just looks at the price. Well, we're not at 70,000. What are you talking about? But this is what I'm talking about. Never in history have we had the supply last active 1+ year ago at 70%. Never. Not even in 2021. Not even in 2017, the peak years. We're way above those times. Just think about how good it's going to be this time around when the fundamentals are already at all-time high and then the price catches up, where Bitcoin will end afterwards, right? I mean, these metrics are so bullish. People are just not paying enough attention to them. This is why I'm so bullish. When I see metrics like this, how do I not be bullish? You can't make this up. You can't look at this and say, well, 70% being held is a bearish thing. You know, it may reverse at this point, right? The only times this actually reverses is when parabolic phases come. Like parabolic runs, that's when this actually goes down. And we're not there yet, despite the fact that prices are starting to move up too. I am having a kickoff party in Vegas, December 14th. So if you guys want to come out and meet me and other influencers that are in the IFC, this is the spot to go. And not only that, Crowded Combat is going to be there. Their fighters are going to be there. I'm going to invite others in this space, other influencers, other projects. If you've been to one of my network parties before, it's going to be like that, but even bigger this time around. I have 3 different tickets. If you want to participate, you want to join, please do so. Use the code 25 off. You'll get $25 off. And for people that's been asking for a new NFT, if you go with the VIP program or ticket, you will get airdropped an exclusive I Am George NFT. That will be included. Make sure you check it out if you are interested. This is in Vegas. Remember, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. And you get to check out all the fighters, all the other influencers, myself, and all the major projects will be there. It's going to be a good party, a good time. So check it out. Outside the country, you have one of the biggest private banks now offering Bitcoin and Ethereum trading for their high net worth individuals. You notice all the banks are doing that right now. They're not allowing low net worth individuals, only high net worth individuals. And it makes you wonder why. Because even JP Morgan does this. If you look at JP Morgan's wealth division catering to the high net worth individuals, they also allow them to trade Bitcoin and Ether. Yet the underlings are not. If you walk into a JP Morgan bank and you say, I want to buy some Bitcoin, they're going to laugh at you. Not only that, if you tell them you want to start a bank account that deals with Bitcoin, Ether, or any crypto in general, they will not allow you to open that account. And they will shut it down too. See, that's how it works. So these guys, they're all buttering up. They're high net worth individuals because they already know this is the future, but they're trying to keep everyone else like on a download. No, you don't want that. And this is happening with every bank out there. And Jamie Dimon still plays this farce like, I don't believe in Bitcoin. I don't believe in that, yet offering it to all of his wealthy clients. But we know better. Okay, we don't need to buy Bitcoin and Ether from the banks. We know there's other avenues, but for normal retail investors, mom and pops, they may be strolling like, I hear about Bitcoin. Can I buy it? They're going to say, no, you cannot. And you should stay far away from it. But here's another bullish chart. There's just a lot of bullish charts everywhere. Very, very bullish charts. If you look at this, the Bollinger Bands, you can see below when we enter the bull market, there's actually a bull market threshold, and we're ahead of the game. If you look at April 2016, that's after the Halving event in 2016. October 2020, that's a little bit after the Halving event in May of 2020. So now we're not even past April of 2024 yet, but yet this indicator shows that we are already in this new bull market. That's very, very positive. Again, could be because of the institutional interest right now. Could also be because the macro conditions are pushing people towards Bitcoin. But if you look at the time frame, 2 years, 3 months, 2 years, 9 months, 2 years, 7 months, we're pretty darn close. Pretty darn close, even though we're not at the halving event. Who cares, I guess, right? Sometimes things change, and this time could be for the better. If we start our parabolic run a little bit early, I don't think anyone's going to complain. So that's looking pretty bullish as well. How could that not look bullish? I mean, look at the hash rate. It just keeps going upwards like this now. Before it was like more tapered. Now it's like just going, it's just skyrocketing. The higher this goes, the more secure the network is. That's quite simply it. And more decentralized, really, Bitcoin becomes. So that's fantastic. Again, part of the growing fundamentals keeps on getting better.